Congratulations on joining beginning band. I know it's going to be a great experience and I hope you have a lot of fun. The first thing you need to know is how to get the tuba out of the case. Most of your cases are going to look like this, large cases with a few latches on them. You want to lay the case flat on the floor with the latches facing you. When you undo the latches, make sure you're pulling them up, otherwise the tuba is upside down. There will also be a little sticker sometimes on the top. Make sure that's facing up as well. Once all the latches are undone, you're just going to open the case, and the tuba should be sitting right there in front of you. Now there are several different sizes of tubes on the tuba. You want to make sure not to grab the smaller ones because they bend very easily and some of them even come off completely. So with both hands, pick up the tuba by the biggest parts and you can set it in your lap. Tubas come in all kinds of different shapes and configurations. This one has the valves on the front. The valves are the parts that move. You want to take your first finger and put it on the first valve, and each finger goes on every valve after that. So this one has 4 valves, so I'm using 4 fingers. Now you want to make sure your fingers are just slightly curved, kind of like you're holding a ball, resting right on top of the valves. Some of you are going to have valves that are on the top of your tuba. They'll be up here. So still with your right hand, you're going to want to put your first finger on the first valve and each finger on every valve after that. Some can have 3, some can have 4, some can even have 5. Now if you look in your case, you'll also see that there's a mouthpiece. You're going to want to take the mouthpiece and put it right into the lead pipe. The lead pipe is this small hole right here. You don't have to hit it. You don't have to like screw it in. You just gently twist it into place and it should be ready to go. Now, with your left hand, you're going to want to balance the tuba on your lap. So you have your left hand here kind of holding it steady. Remember your right hand goes on the valves and the tuba should be in an upright position. Now, some of you are different heights and some tubas are different sizes, so you have to adjust the height of the tuba. You want to make sure you're not stretching and reaching for the mouthpiece, and you want to make sure you're not hunched over to find the mouthpiece. So, there's a few ways you can adjust the height on the tuba. The first is to rest the tuba on top of your lap. Now, you'll notice this is a little bit too high for me. I'm going to need it lower. So, another option is to put the tuba on the chair in front of me between my legs. Now, this is a little bit too low for me. I'm going to need it somewhere in the middle. So I'm going to close my legs a little bit until I find the right height where the mouthpiece is at mouth level. Alright? Excellent. Now if you can't find this position, you can ask your teacher for a tuba stand. A tuba stand is a little tripod that sits in front of your chair that you can adjust the height of, and your tuba would sit on that and then you can adjust the height, and then you could adjust the height that way. So, to put the tuba back in the case, you want to take off the mouthpiece, it just gently comes out, put it back in the case. And then again, remember, with both hands, because these are very heavy, and if you drop it, it's going to cause a lot of damage, you're going to put the tuba back in the case. Now, the tuba will only fit one way, so if you're having to force the case closed, the tuba's probably not in correctly. So open it back up and try again. You want to make sure to close the top of the case and latch all the latches. Again, if you don't latch all the latches, the tuba could fall out and cause a lot of damage. And that's it. I hope that was helpful and have a great time in beginning band.